Well, I started running the camera a little bit before he started eating, so he had about maybe 12 crickets there. I would say safe to say. Just safe to put him here in the bathtub, and so he doesn't eat a bunch of his substrate. Get that into his system. I know they eat a lot of different things in the wild, and they get dirt and particles and branches and leaves and things like that. They eat that, but it's just better just to go ahead and just keep that limited and them not digesting a bunch of different things. So I just sometimes put them here in the bathtub and drop in a bunch of crickets and let them go to town. This is my black and white tegu. He will now sit in this bathtub for about 20 minutes, and I'll fill it up with warm water where he'll just kind of sit in here, and then he will go to the bathroom. Makes it so much easier, so much more pleasant, so much more easy to get rid of his waste. And it's because sometimes it can be really, really smelly and really gross and kind of watery. Just depends on what he eats. So now we're going to fill up his bathtub. Alright, just about every day I put him in here in the in the tub. I heat the bottom of the tub up first with some warm water and then run warm water. And I'm fortunate enough to have this wand, and it just blows out a gentle spray of water, and he'll sit in here, and I'll fill it up maybe an inch, and he'll just soak up the water. It also helps him to shed doing this, and it kind of makes for moisture here in the bathroom. As I shut the door, it kind of makes it warm and moist in here, and he just hangs out. Try to capture him going to the bathroom. It's a pretty pleasant experience when he's just in here in the bathtub. Like I mentioned before, it's really easy for him to go to the bathroom, and he doesn't drag his body through it. This guy seems to be a little messy and will walk through and drag through his poop, and he will get pretty smelly if you allow him with his poop. Even in a big room, he'll manage to walk back through his poop. So the bathtub is just such a good experience. And I've always, in my 40 years of owning reptiles, have put reptiles in the bathtub, and all my snakes, just letting them soak in the bathtub, that's always when they went to the bathroom. So it was perfectly, for me to know that, future reptiles would probably do the same. So he'll calm down because I'm speaking, and he's hearing my voice, and it's echoing in here. But he'll chill out and just lay down, and then hopefully I can get him as he goes poop, and you can see that process. Mac is such a good reptile. He's very personable and doesn't mind at all being picked up. Has gotten less aggressive with his food, even though he is very food motivated. Just easy to handle. You got to be careful because he is a reptile, and use common sense and just always be alert that he is a reptile, and there's a mouth end and a rear end and a tail, and as long as you just respect him, he will be, you can manage him very, very well. We'll see about the future, when he's 4 feet plus, how easy he is to maintain. But in my thinking, the longer that I have him, the more we get to know each other, and then the easier it should be for us to live together, learning each other's quirks and needs and demands. And so he's being difficult. He's hiding from the camera view. gonna go to the potty, Mac? You gonna go to the potty? You gonna go to the potty? You gonna go potty? Go bathroom? Every now and then, I like to. As crazy it is, the Vienna sausages. They're inexpensive typically, and I like to eat them and enjoy them. And then, so every once in a while, I know they're not healthy for animals and reptiles, but it's beef, pork, and chicken ground up, and it's probably got a lot of salt and stuff, but I don't feed it to him a lot, but it is definitely a treat, and I like to give him some human treats every now and then. He enjoys it. Let's see if he'll eat this when he's in the tub. He always makes a weird look at me when I feed him really yummy things. You can see that he enjoys it. He tastes, he licks a little bit more. It's just something different tasting. Go poo-poo, Mac. Show the people how you go poo-poo. He goes to the bathroom about 11:30, and so it's early, but it's pretty close to after 11:20, 11:30 is when he goes to the bathroom, and it's pretty on schedule. It's at least after 11, so sometimes I put him in here early just to avoid a potential mess, because he can make a mess when he goes to the bathroom. So put him in here a little early just to make sure he's not going to take an early bowel movement, and let him just kind of soak up some water. Here Max sits up on my bathroom ledge, and he will, I took the screen off, and I don't know where the screen is, but he hangs out here. He can jump out if he wants to, but I watch him pretty closely. It's a pretty good drop. But he hangs out right here. Up on the ledge. And gets his vitamin D, hangs out in the sun. Also, it helps him too. There's a lot of road noise and traffic out there, and the dog barks and the bird makes noises and the wind blows. And so he gets a real good experience of being outside, but not being outside in the grass where he could take off and just a little bit more handful. So he just likes hanging out right here. He'll sit for about 30 minutes pretty still, and I have to watch him because he can either go out the window or come in and take a fall, maybe about a 5-foot fall to the ceramic tub, and we don't want that to happen because that would be devastating. So I have to watch him really closely. He looks out. Dogs outside. This is what Mac does every day. I pretty much, when I'm home, I put all my attention towards him and making sure he goes to the bathroom right in the tub and gets fed and gets cuddled and held, gets natural sun, and get some exercise and some mental stimulation. Alright, I had to step out just for a second to do an email, and of course that's when he went to the bathroom, so we missed it. But you can see it's just in the water, and the water keeps the smell down. It's not that big because he's just basically been eating small amount of food and some crickets, and so and just a little bit of fruit, maybe a little bit of banana. So it's not that bad. So if he eats a mouse or he eats a lot of meat, that could be double that, you know, and just this pieces that are floating around. So just pull the drain, flush it down, and I have my wand, and then we're good to go. And then I'll wash him off. And I actually washed him with some dog soap yesterday. Let me get this real quick. And I just have a little brush, and I just put a little soap on the brush because he got in his poop, and then I just scrubbed him down lightly with an old dog toothbrush. Scrubbed him down and washed him, and he kind of tends to enjoy it. Washed him and then scrubbed his underbelly and his tail, because this is where it gets so dirty, and then just washed him off, rinsed him off, and he smelled a lot better. He gets pretty dirty if he walks through his poop. But other than that, that's it for today, and catch me on another video. I have fun making these little videos, and bye bye.